How do you cope being a student mom? How do you manage to read, handling the work of a mom and a wife? So guys, today I'm going to be answering all those questions of how I balance, how I get to balance motherhood with studying. So guys, in this video you're going to hear all that. Hi guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's a favorite baby girl, Vivian. My old subscribers, my new subscribers, and my returning subscribers, you all are welcome to my channel. Yeah, if you're new to my channel, please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to click on the notification bell to be the first person to be notified anytime I upload a new video. Yeah, so guys, today I'm going to be sharing to you guys how I balance being a mom and studying, like how I balance motherhood with studying. Yeah, before I start, I'm going to remind you guys that determination is the key to success. When you are determined that you want this, that you want to do great or do better in this, when you determine in yourself and work towards it, definitely you're going to achieve that which you want. So when you have chosen that part of being being a student and being a mom, like when you've chosen that part of being a student, not only being a student, combine it with being a young mom. When you choose that part, definitely you should know that what you need is hard work. Like, you need, if what you have before, like the hard work that you have, that you're putting in the in whatever thing you're doing, like if it's 80%, you got to know that now that you are combining being a student, like you are combining students with mom, being a mom, you got to know that you have to put more hard work, like add it to make it up to 100%. Yes, in as much I told you guys that in my previous video combining motherhood with being a student, if you've not watched that video, go and watch that video where I said the stressful part of it. Yeah, it was all over me because I'm a first-time mom. Of course, it's my first experience, so I was addressing how stressful it is to combine motherhood with being a student. So in as much I say that you end up you end up skipping classes, skipping exams or whatever, in as much I say something like that, yeah, you can as well, yeah, not you can as well, that you must, if you put your hard work, if you have that determination in you that you want to achieve this, definitely you're going to achieve that which you want. Yeah, in as much as it's stressful, it doesn't mean that you can't do it. It doesn't mean that you can't push, that you can't do it to achieve what you want. What am I saying? What I'm trying to say is that you being as a mom, or me as a mom, that we gave birth, that I gave birth to a child, is not enough excuse for me to say that I can't really make it in school. Like, I can't really make it in school, because yeah, being a mom is a good thing. It's something everybody, like every woman on earth, really wants to, everybody wants to experience that. So you that have experienced it supposed to, like, I appreciate it. Like, you that have experienced it supposed to appreciate what God has really done for you. So it's not a bad thing. It's not something you kind of say, God, why, or other. No, everybody wants to experience both being a mom and also a student. Like, being a student is also a good thing everybody want to, like, desire to, you know, achieve in life. So what am I trying to say? What I'm trying to say is that you as a mom is not something you should take excuse, like you use your baby to take excuse that you can't you know, meet up in exam, or you can't read, or you can't do that. No. Even if you have a child just like me that have a baby, it doesn't prevent me from studying. It doesn't prevent me from reading my books to make it, because if you don't read your book, nobody cares in university. You can't come and take excuse that you have a baby or you have that, even when you're ranting that you don't even have help, like me that has that is a first time mom without a help. Even if nobody cares in university, all they know is read your books, get prepared in exam. Your exam will face you, you face your exam. Now your own cup of tea. So yeah, so you got to like push, okay, so you don't take your child for an excuse. So that is what I applied. I don't take my child for excuse that I can't read my books. Definitely this girl you see here, I'm not boasting, but yeah, I got time for books. Of course you should get time, even if I'm doing other things like home chores and all that. Definitely I brought out time, enough time for me to read my books. Yeah, I'm going to tell you all that. Yeah, so yeah guys, what I'm trying to say again is that motherhood is a, will I say, is a degree course on its own. Then when you are a student, so you see these two things, you are now studying two courses in the university. So when you know that you are studying two courses in the university, you should bring out more time. Like if what you're bringing out to study, if what you're doing is like you're bringing out time for something is lesser, since you know you are doing two courses, you should bring enough time. So that is what your baby girl is applying, bringing enough time to, you know, try to balance the two things, try to balance the equation. Yes, trying to balance the equation. So what am I trying to say? What I'm trying to say is that motherhood is a course degree, or will I say it's a degree course. Is a course you study, like all course, yes. So it's what we study. I call it a course, a degree course, because it's not an easy task. Motherhood on its own is not easy. So when you're combining it with being a student, so you see, it's now huge. So it implies that you know, add more efforts just to, you know, balance the whole thing. Do you get? So that is what I am saying. So that brings us to, you know, what to this balancing of motherhood with studying, how I do it, how I manage to, you know, most of my classmates, most of my friends will be like, Vivi, how do you do it? Like, how do you do it? How do you manage to, how can you, you know, between the two, how is it? It's not stress. I know it's stressful, of course it's stressful, but how do you do it that at least in exam you can face your exam and, you know, write it and come out and say that you did well and all that? Yeah guys, because if you don't bring out time for it, you end up getting carried over. And when you get carried over, like you keep on getting carried over, not that type of carry over you get that you go back to rewrite it again in the next section. You, okay, maybe you pass that one. Like if you don't read your book, you end up carry over will be your name. Like all your courses, even if you rewrite, it will still be carry over. So guys, yeah, so what am I trying to say? The best time, like the time I, you know, I read my books, I create out, I schedule it out, because in that video, in that my last video I did, someone commented that motherhood is good, being a student is good, so it's a good thing. So I shouldn't be complaining about it. That the thing is, I should schedule a time. Of course, I love that comment so much. yeah, of course, I schedule out times for everything. I schedule out time for my books. I schedule out time for home chores and all that. So I created a timetable that will help me in all that. But you see, because timetables, I don't really work on the timetable because you know that sometimes it clashes. Maybe that time that I'll write that I wrote in the timetable that I'll use to read a particular course, maybe my baby will just wake up and all that. You see, it has clashed. So you have to leave that book you want to read and focus on your child. So the best time that I read, that I can be able to read, like have enough time to read, is when my baby is asleep. Whenever she's asleep, guys, that is when I have enough time to read. I don't play with that. Anytime she sleeps, that is the time. I don't play. Like, I don't, whatever thing, both my YouTube work, anything at all that will distract me from reading as of that moment, anytime she's sleeping, I try as much as possible to to leave that thing which will distract me from reading. So whenever I you know make sure she's okay, breastfeed her, give her food, give her drugs, she sleeps, man, I get my book and start reading. Okay, yeah, just like now she's sleeping, definitely I was reading my book. So I decided to make this video to kind of tell you guys what's going on in your baby's life, how she gets to balance the whole equation. Yes, how she gets to balance motherhood with studying. So I was reading before I decided to make this video. Yeah, we go to school from Monday to Friday. So yeah, the only time I have, the times I have, the days that I have to read, like read very well, is like weekends. Yeah, so I don't play with it. Whenever she's sleeping, I bring her my books and read. Then during Monday to Friday, we when we go to school and we come back, mainly Monday to Friday, whenever I have chance to read is at night. Well, that night I should be sleeping, that is when I have time to read my book. Anytime she sleeps at night, then I'll read. I'll read, even if I don't read that much, because of the stress from school, back home, do the chores. If there is no food, cook food, do all those things, try to fix things in order, because of the stress and all that. So I won't read long, like I won't read longer at night, but at least I will read my books, some pages. It's good to read now that exam have not started than reading it when exam have started. You get, like, when it is 2 weeks to exam, kind of hey, you start running about. I hate that. Like, I don't like it. So I don't, now that I have enough time to read my books, I don't play with it. I don't misuse that opportunity. Any slightest opportunity that I have, I don't misuse it. I try as much as possible. If it's this book, I'll look into some pages, look into other pages. At least in a day, I try to achieve 3 courses. Try to achieve some pages in those 3 courses. At least in a day, 3 courses, 2 or 3 courses. I'll try to achieve some topics in those courses. Is really, really important, so that you do not be before that, maybe 1 week to exams. When you read, you guys can relate. If you're a student, you can relate that if you read during that time, like, it will be so stressful. You get to, like, read a huge textbook like this. Just check it out. This textbook, it is even okay, 500 and something pages. You get to read, okay, if it's 1 week to the exam, you get to finish this textbook, and you check it out. When you, like, it will be a huge one and a stressful one, trying to finish a particular textbook that is big, so as to face the examination. So it's better is best. It's best for you to, it's best that I read it now that I know that the exam is like 2 months or 1 month ahead. You get? So that is it, guys. So that is, I don't know. I don't know, maybe yes, I'm just trying to tell you guys how I balance it, honestly. So I told you guys that whenever my baby is asleep is the best way. Then even if she's awake, it doesn't prevent me from reading my books, in as much as she didn't cry or she started disturbing as of that moment. I try as much as possible to read my books. In conclusion, I try as much as possible to read at least through 3 courses in a day, 2 to 3 courses in a day. I try as much as possible to read some topics, especially that topic that is being taught. Like I go to school, maybe especially that topic that is being taught for that week. You get? I try as much as possible to read it, so that when you come to school the upper week, if the lecturer is asking questions based on, you get like, because any questions or any topic the lecturer is trying to bring up again, the lecturer must ask questions on the previous ones. And yeah, you got to study, because that is it. When the lecturer teaches and left the class, you have to read that. Like when you get to, you have to read that one, and that is exactly how I do it. So how I balance it, whenever I come back that night, even if I don't read longer that night, I try as much as possible to read that one that they taught us for the day. You get? I try as much as possible to read it, that one that they taught us for the day, so that it will be fresh in my memory. You get? So it will be fresh. Understand? So that is it. So that you not be during the exam period, be like, hey, exam, so many textbooks to read, you don't even know, you end up you end up being confused. You don't even know where to start and where to end. That could be so disastrous. So I don't waste opportunities whenever I have the opportunities. Just like now, my baby is crying, my baby is sleeping, sorry, just like now that my baby is sleeping, so I don't waste those opportunities. Whenever she's sleeping, I get to bring my books and study. Okay, it really helps. So if you are if you're an aspiring mom, you're single, you're aspiring to marry someday very soon, be a mom, or you're a student, you're pregnant, you're planning to become a student mom just like me, yeah, you can definitely do it. You can definitely do it. Yeah, the only thing is just to schedule out time for everything, because there's definitely time for everything. The only thing you need to do is just to schedule out time. Get time to do the home chores, time to read your books, time to take care of your baby and all that. So the reason why I don't really work on timetables that I created is because that it's normally clashes. Okay, maybe during that time you don't know, you can't really hold your baby, you don't know when your baby will just wake up, or maybe you don't know when he or she will tend to like disturb you or all that. So you see that timetable is no longer working. Get? So that is why I just read this simple way, and it's really helping me. If I come back at night, I read that one that is being taught that day. Yes, then on weekends I don't play with my weekends. Anytime that she's not disturbing, anytime she's sleeping, I get to like read my books and all that. So that is even the reason why I don't really have time filming. Like I'm not a student, or maybe I'm just a housewife or something like that, I'll be filming every day, because I really love this my YouTube. Like I love making videos. Doing this thing is my passion. So yeah, Adibin is all that. I'm free, I'm a free person. I'll just be giving it to you guys back to back. But yeah, that is the reason why I don't really give it to you guys that much, because the only time I have to film is during that weekends. Any slightest opportunity that I have, I'll just go ahead and give it to you guys. Just like now that I have the I'll just read inside. I decided to like, okay, because I wanted to share to you guys, even though even I wanted to, like, I want to share to you guys how we go, how I am and my babe normally do it, like how we go to school, and like my day as a student mom in school. That's, but guys, I can't film in class. I tried to do it one certain day. My customer was like looking at me, Vivian, you carry this your YouTube thing come to class. I don't understand. So guys, I can't really do it. Like, I can't really do it. So that is it, guys. So the opportunity I normally have to film is during weekends, and weekend is not even all the weekend, because I don't have that chance. I don't have the whole chance in the world. But yeah, anytime, any slightest opportunity I have, I don't waste it. Just like now that I decided to, okay, let me give it to you guys. Yeah, so I'm super excited sharing to you guys this. I know it's not really 100% what you want to hear, but guys, this is what I do that, yeah, I love, and is working for me. If you're in my shoe, you're a student mom, or you're planning to become a student mom, or you're just an experienced mom, you stay at home mom, or anything, you find this video helpful, or that, please don't forget to like, subscribe to my channel, share this video, so that others will, student mom like me, or moms in general, will, find this video interesting, and subscribe as well. Yes, guys, to help the ministry grow. Yeah, if you really like what I'm doing, sharing my journey as a student mom, please support your baby girl. So guys, that is it for today. Guys. Honestly, I have a lot to say, but yeah, I don't know, maybe I've said much. But if you leave me, if you people will just grant me, like, I have much to say, but I don't know, maybe what I've said already is much. But anyways, guys, I've just told you guys the basic thing, like I've just told you guys what I do that work for me as a student mom, how I cope, how I balance studying with being a mom. Guys, being a mom is not easy, guys. You guys know it's not easy. Like, mom still knows that it's not easy. When it's like, for instance, stay at home mom, we're not really, like, they have no problem. Mom being motherhood in its own is not easy, you get. Yeah, it's not easy, you get. So stay at home mom will not really experience the stress, because they're staying at home taking care of their baby, you get. So the reason why I keep ranting or saying that it's not easy, or that this that is because I'm a young mom, first time mom, that has no help. Like, when you don't have someone that is helping you out, you don't have a nanny, you don't have a maid or something like that, so you kind of be stressful. And I'm going to school, so you see, that is the reason why you guys keep seeing me ranting. Like, people say, Vivian, you and this stressful thing and that. Please, people should just leave me. I'm trying to share my joy. I know that there are people that in one way or the other, I will be impacting their lives. Yeah, so the reason why I even made this video again is because most of you guys that that are asking questions on, because they want to, you guys should not see that because I'm saying that motherhood is not easy, then you now see it as if you can't enter into it. Maybe you're a student, you can't enter into it. Well, the only thing you need is just to schedule out time. That is the best thing. You schedule out times for everything you do, so that it will work absolutely well for you. Like, you schedule out time. If you schedule out time for what you're doing, yeah, you got no problem with that. Understand? Because that last video I did combining mother with being, so most of my friends were like, so you are discouraging us from, we that are aspiring to, you are discouraging us. No, I'm not discouraging you people. Honestly, I'm not. The only thing you need is just to schedule out time. Who no one be mom? Who no one be mom? So that is it. So to be a mom is something everybody's looking to, to be, yeah. So that is it. So if you get the opportunity, no wahala, it's nice. The thing is just to schedule out time so that it will not end up, frustrating that person or making that person to lose one side, losing the school thing, or not making out well, or not, coming out from school with good grades and all that. So if you schedule out time well, you see you coming out with flying colors, you coming out with good grades, understand? So to me, in my own shoes, that you have a baby will never prevent you from making good grades. Yes, it will never prevent you from making good grades. That's what I want to say in conclusion. It will never prevent you from making good grades, achieving that which you want to achieve. It will never prevent you. All you need is time factor. Schedule it. Know when the time that works best for you, and yeah, definitely you're going to make it. So guys, I think I've said a lot, and yeah, I believe that in one way or the other I've impacted your life in one way or the other. So all you need to do for me is to share this video. If you like me, if you love me, please share this video so that others will watch and subscribe to my channel, okay? And learn one or two things, not just subscribing, but learn one or two things. Yeah. So guys, I think this is the end of this video. See you guys in my next video. Love you all. Bye.